For the folks who are unaware also, the format for the matches themselves, unfortunately, all the Swiss rounds and the top 8, up until these matches here, were all BO1. That's crazy in my opinion. So, I mean, you really needed luck on your side alongside, like, just being a good player. Like, any one mistake could literally cost you the entire thing. So this will be a best of 3, but all of their matches previously were a BO1. So, yeah, looks like Kurova doesn't get a good hand here, and he just says, I'll mulligan and see what I can get off the top. Also, additionally, the sleeves here were given to each of the contestants by the staff themselves, so we can't like guess what the decks were based on sleeves, even though I already technically know. Well, now anyway, I didn't know at the time, but yeah, these were all given to them. They couldn't use their own sleeves for, I assume, branding reasons. Also, you know, if someone got some nasty looking sleeves with the underage ladies on them, Bandai's not having that. All right, so it looks like we're just hopping to the match, and this is Onion's side. He's going to be running Virus Imperialdramon. I did not expect this out of him. He seemed like more like a control player, so I thought, okay, maybe like Leviamon, although I guess Leviamon you could say is more mid-rangey. But anyway, Leviamon or like 7 Great Demon Lords. So for me, this is like kind of like out of the left field. But a pretty good hand in the opening, like 2 Vmons, although the purple memory boost, I think I mentioned this on stream, is kind of rough. This is a deck where your egg is purple and then some of your level 3s are red. So if you play the level 3, you lock yourself out of the purple memory boost for a turn. Meanwhile, Kurova is running Sakuyamon. This is not Taomon Loop. I wasn't sure what it was in the beginning, but like seeing the BT, what is it, 17 Taomon there, kind of like cements the fact that it's not Taomon Loop. They typically only run the Taomon Aces rather than like the other cards. Also, Bandai, yet again, I will speak this into the void. Please sell these as playmats. 2-player versions and 1-player versions. I would love either of them. Also, these eggs, the breeding area sleeves here, are the 25th anniversary sleeves, and they were actually given away at the event itself. You could buy them, and I thought it was only like 5 sleeves, but it's actually like 50. They give you 50 of those, and I ended up buying 3 by accident. So I got some extras. Maybe I'll give them away one day. So it looks like Onion's going to be going first, and yeah, the Minomon here, he's got to make a tough choice, but he's going to play out the Vmon. And I kind of like this, because he trashes the other Vmon, which he can later use from the Shadramon. So this play makes perfect sense. Rather than going for the memory boost and evolving in the back, this makes perfect sense, yeah. Meanwhile, Kurova here, passing over 3 memory to Sakuyamon is kind of spooky, because they're already a really memory efficient deck. And it's also, oh my god, yeah, he finds his level 4 and his Rika Tamer off of the search. Like, that basically just like sets the entire hand up for him. Of course, we're going to do the X in the back. Keep in mind, the X lets you pull plugins from trash, so if there's nothing in trash, there's no reason to actually like play it on the field. So just playing in the back is okay. Yeah, Liliando, the new memory boost I hope will help with the situation. But yeah, this is pretty like telegraphed move. Like, you see the level 4 that plays the Tamer and the Tamer, you just do that. Rika also searches. So he's already searched 4 from the Renamon, the 1 draw from the Evolve and Raising, the 1 draw from the level 4, and then 3 more from the Rika Tamer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's almost like a fifth of his deck he's already gone through. Onion's gets a good pickup, though. So the Wormmon means that he can still safely play purple options and still have something in the back. He just got to be a little careful with how he, like, gives memory away this turn. Like, seeing a Cubimon already is pretty rough, but he's just going to evolve into the Shadramon for 3. Yeah, keep in mind it's a 2 cost only from Wormmon, so going from the Vmon is not great. This lets him play out the Vmon he played last turn, or he tossed last turn in the trash, and then yeah, this gets him decently set up for the following turn, I think. And he passes over only 1, which is, you know, great start. It's not 3 like he did last turn, where Kurova had a huge amount of search. The Sakuya deck is really scary if they get a decent start. Yeah, Raven, Kurova, even after the fact, was saying the same thing. Basically, he just said, like, as long as I don't brick, I feel really confident. I just gotta not brick. We'll see. How does he finish this out? Like, I'm sure. Okay. We go into the Taomon here. This is gonna let us play a 2-cost option, or an option at cost -2 rather, and it has barrier. So he's gonna play down. Let's see. All right. Did I call this right? Super Evolution plugin, right? And that's gonna get him to a Sakuyamon for free, because this is a 3-cost evolve. And yeah, this is where Sakuyamon as a deck really starts to go ham. You get +1 from the sources, the Rena. You get a minus 2k from one like the level 4. The Rika gives you +1, so he gets to keep turn. You draw 2. You get to play another option, and you get a token out of this. Like, think about this. Turn 2, and look at how much he's already drawn. And it's not going to stop. 1, 2 on the search here. Not really a choice. So grab the Cubimon. Shoutouts to Bandai just having the token cards queued up like this. Like, they have the name of the token card, its effects, and everything already set up on the cards. And the guy in the back was just like, press a button, got it. Is it Digi-Evolution plugin? He's also got the training set up for the following turn, so it only steamrolls from here, right? Like, even if this stack is taken out, trying to get into a Sakuyamon next turn too means that he just has like the Renamon X in the back. He can just use the trainings and pop it up. Oh yeah, something I also forgot to mention. The match itself is 90 minutes long, but each game has a max time of 30 minutes. So it's a really interesting like hybrid of BO1 rules and BO3 in that version, or in this format. Like, one game's max time is 30 minutes. Chilling in Osaka right now? Oh yeah, the Southeast Asian folks are still out here, huh? Alright, so he swings here with the Sakuyamon. Just gonna check. Let's see. Hey, memory boost is not bad. And yeah, he's just gonna go into... Whoa, the Ruin mode. I thought maybe he'd go into a Sakuya X to get the token, but the Ruin mode is even worse. He hands over 5 memory, but the blanket minus 5k is really bad for Onion. Like, really bad. He can't promote the Wormmon. You typically need to have something on board in order to like start your combo off. You can't just like hard drop a level 4 unless it's like the XVmon. But I mean, he's only 4k, so he'll die. So it looks like Onion is just gonna have to like find pieces. So he's gonna play the Analog Youth, grab at level 5. The rest are trash. Ooh, I like the Demonic Disaster as an option for the deck. And yeah, he's got his Evolve in the back. This is a third place match. Kurova versus Onion. Onion being the representative from America, and Kurova being the representative from... He technically is from Singapore, I believe, but he qualified through the Grand Asia Open last year. Yeah, so he goes into the Dino B Onion in Raising, which is so sad. And honestly, that might seal the deal here. We've got a Rika Tamer, 2 trainings on the board already from last turn. We can use the Ruin mode to like give another blanket minus 5k, which might just be back-breaking for Onion. I think Onion's only move would be to like raw evolve into a level 6, which just feels not great. Yeah, this is a tech in Kurova's deck. There's lots of DP minus, so the Starmon, the Nature Spirit Starmon on play and on evolve is a minus 3k. Just a little bit more extend. That was such a good little like inclusion in the deck. And then the Taumon here, like the last one, Super Evolution plugin. And we just go right into the Sakuyamon. Look at that for 0 cost, baby. I wish they would stream all the matches. I agree, Tandian. I also wish they would stream all the matches. Listening to some of the players talk about their games, there were some really, really cool things going on behind closed doors that we never got to see. Kurova officially has like half his deck in his hand at this point. Yeah, look at this. Every option available to him. So we're going to use the Sakuyamon effect to just use the training. Yeah, he doesn't have much deck either. It's only turn 3, by the way. The price for Starmon goes crazy. He's a common, right? It can't be that bad. So we're going to... Yeah, thank you. He remembered to when he played the option, the Super Evolution option, he needs to get the blocker token down. So it's good that he caught that. And now we go into the Sakuyamon X for 1. Ben's playing Sakuyamon right now in the room. Damn. What's up, Jackie? Is that you? So keep in mind, this option, or excuse me, this token does have Rush, so this is an extra swing on board. The card shelf thingy is so useful, I want one. A lot of the players, especially the ones from the US and Europe, would like, I don't want to use it though. Like, I want to just hand shuffle. If I can't hand shuffle, I'm not at full power. Whoa! All right, so Sakuya X swings here, and it goes into a Chaosmon Valderarm. And that is even worse. So we're going to suspend the Tamer down, gain a memory, become active. 2 checks. This might just be game. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned this in my guide. Like, Onion's deck offensively is really powerful, but defensively just doesn't do a lot. Like, the security is pretty weak overall, unless they include some crazy options in there. And then, yeah, we just swing again. Yeah, that's 2 more. Sec +1. And yeah, Ruin mode, don't even need to use him for another turn because that's going to be the game. And game 1 goes to Kurova. Whoo! Ooh, 3 turns. Don't give this man 3 memory. Turn 2 ruin mode should be illegal. Well, not this weekend. Yeah, keep in mind, this is the 3rd place match, so both these guys have won a lot to get to this point, but it feels like a really hard counter to Onion's deck where he needs to be able to have Digimon, like weaker Digimon on board to evolve to get his entire like Rolodex of effects. And turning that off thanks to the ruin mode is really, really tough. Hitting Kazuha was kind of expected, but I think the real target was supposed to be the ruin mode. I mean, Kazuhamon can also just let you do crazy things, right? Like, just being able to just go sideways with Taomon just doesn't feel that great if you're, like, the opponent watching them and you're not running Royal Knights. Now, I wonder how well Sakuyamon would have done against Galaxy. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same, right? Like, Galaxy needs to start out with their level 3s up and run up into their, like, level 5s because they have to do all, like, the memory shenanigans. Like, they've got to, like, cycle the level 4 down, gain 2 memory, evolve into, like, a Gaomon who is also less than 5k, and get the card draw and the memory from that. And if they have a ruin mode on the board, that's not happening. That play is not happening. So yeah, they also lose out on a lot of memory that way as well. I feel like Kurova's deck, if you would have paired it against Dorakia's, who we'll see in the finals, I think his deck has a pretty good advantage. Kurova's. So here, Onion's got to battle back 2 games. Meanwhile, all Kurova needs to do is win, and he's sitting pretty. We got double judges, eyes on the table. This lady, who I assume is Kurova's translator, even though Onion and Kurova both speak English. All right, so yeah, I guess we're just going through Mulligan really quickly. Yeah, we see, I remember this moment. Onion, like, really takes a lot of time to consider this hand. Kurova immediately, like, mulliganed his hand away, and even while Onion was, like, shuffling Kurova's deck, he was still looking at his own hand and thinking about what to do here, and I think that he ends up keeping it. We have regionals in my hometown, South Australia, in a few weeks, and I'm thinking of running Dynamon. Ooh, Dynamon kind of spicy. I think the Dynamon effect is so cool. And if you can find a way to give like him like plus DP even on your opponent's turn, he's a menace. Yeah, okay. Onion keeps this hand, but he has the same problem he did last game, with the addition of not having a card to throw away with the Vmon. So we may see the purple memory boost start this time around rather than the Vmon, or he has to throw away like the level 6, which doesn't feel great either. Or I guess you could toss away the Dino Beamon, but you have to hope that you find another one of them. Yeah, it's like this is the issue that will be solved once we hit the new red purple memory boost. Meanwhile, Kurova has a pretty good hand again. The Renamon here is a search again. The Cubimon is not that useful because he has no plugins in trash or in hand that he can use. But I think he did have the Rika Tamer, so again, really good start there. Really good start. All right, so yeah, Onion lost the first game, so he's gonna go first this time, but he's gonna pass over 3 again, but this time with the opposite play. No Vmon here. We're just gonna memory boost to search for, grab the Wormmon, similar to how like the last game turned out, right? The only difference here is there's nothing in trash for the Vmon to actually utilize, so we might just evolve it in the raising area next turn. Or I guess in this case, the Wormmon. So, ooh, I like this sequencing. I think a lot of folks might have just evolved the Renamon outright, but checking the Rika first to see if you get anything good, if you get to another level 3, but he doesn't, unfortunately. So, no hits, sadly. We're just going to bottom deck all of these. I think one of those was one of them a Ruin mode? It was a Yellow Memory Boost, Ruin mode, and Valder Arm. Yikes. All your bosses. All the big boys. So yeah, he's just going to evolve in the back for the safety this time. You got to be careful. If you throw out something that's like less than 3,000, Onion could possibly play the Red X Vmon to delete it, and then he'd be left with nothing. So I respect this play here. And we just end the turn with the physical training. Yeah, physical training. Yeah. He grabs the Taomon. He already has the ace in hand. Do we really want this one? I guess so. Okay. All right. Yeah. Foregoes the second Rika, but because he played an option, he passes over 1 by getting one memory back from the Rika Tamer. So Onion could utilize this Mem Boost to give himself a little bit more extend for the turn. We'll see. We evolve into the Wormmon like we thought. Painful bottom deck. Trust me, man. With as much draw as Kurova's deck has, that might not really be an issue. We are going to see the Vmon come out. He's actually going to drop down a Imperialdramon, I think it is. Like one of the newer BT20 Imperialdramons. So this is good because now once he gets to the actual Dino Beamon, he can actually pull that out of the trash. And this time only passing 2 over to Kurova. Kurova, unsuspend Eureka. Thank you. Yeah, okay. And we're going to pull her out really quickly. We're going to spin the training? Yeah, we spin the training here. I mean, you can technically get to your level 6 with this just because the Talmon lets you play the Super Evolution plugin, but I don't see it in his hand, so I'm wondering where this move goes from here. Yeah, this Cubimon effect is useless because you need a plugin option card, and he doesn't have one in the trash or in hand. So it's for all intents and purposes, it's just an evolve. And then, the ace. Ace for 3, we draw. What do we pick up? Oh, I'm sorry. He does have an option card in hand. I completely forgot about that. Option. Yellow Mimbus. We're going to search 4 and grab Sakuya X, right? He could grab another Renamon, but... Oh, he's actually going to grab the Renamon, yeah. I guess he is worried about this Talmon getting yeeted. He should get back some memory, though, right? Am I tripping? Playing the option card there should proc the Rika to give him turn. Yeah, there we go. Okay. How do we finish the turn? Just go to Sakuyamon. Okay, that's fine. So we'll pass over 3. That's actually really good for Onion, having 5 memory on board. Sakuyamon's going to give him the draw 2. And he can play another option if he drew one. Is that a scramble? No, that's a training. Okay. Woo! Then pause plugins. That's a minus 6k, and you can't use evolution effects. You got to be real careful, especially with Onion's deck. If you shut off evolve effects, the deck crumbles. Yeah, Royal Knights, despite not being a deck that's in any of the events this past weekend, is a very strong deck. Make no mistake. There were people who brought it, but it also just has some counterplay, right? Like, Sakuyamon just can't be ignored. I really like the hand here from Onion. He just needs to find a dragon mode. He's got everything but one dragon mode. The question is, can he find it? We could spin that purple memory boost to do a little bit more digging if he really wants to. The question is, how do we try to get up to... Oh, he's going to spin it. He keeps the Wormon in the back. Yeah, the Wormon in the back. I get that you want to have a backup plan, but I don't think you have the luxury of actually keeping the Wormon in the back here. Because next turn, if a Ruin mode comes down and Sakuyamon lives, that's it. I think you had to commit the Wormon to the board, maybe? No Dragon mode, only Fighter mode there. Yeah, I guess we just pick up another Dino Beamon. We don't need it, but that's really sad. So we're going to spin the previous turn's memory boost now to go to 2 and hope for the draws, even though at this point, like, I don't know what you could draw to help here. You could, like, evolve into a Shadramon and, like, play down XVmon, but I don't think he has the XVmon in hand. Okay, Analog Youth here. Shadra. Oh, no Dragon mode. What do you do? I think that might have sealed the deal here for Onion. He doesn't have a level 4. He does have a level 4. He started the game with level 4s, I think. He needs to let the Dragon mode. Oh, wait, did he start the game with a level 4? Maybe. I think you're right, actually. Maybe he didn't. Oh, no. Is the Japanese work week culture part of why we only see the final matches? I don't think so. Because, I mean, the Japan finals, we saw literally every round plus the finals. He plays the Wormon down here. Did he find the Dragon mode off of that? Dino Beamon. Dragon mode is right there, yeah. What could he have done with the Dragon mode, though? Like, he would have given, like, 5 memory away if he'd evolved that. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, yeah, this is really bad, though, because Sakuyamon living means that it can very easily go into a level 7, and he can still keep turn. That's what I was worried about. Kurova can set up a 1-2 punch here if he can find if he can use that Ruin mode. I think he picked up one, right? Yeah, you see it on the left there. And he has the Valder Arm. Despite bottom decking both those cards, by the way, he still has them in hand. The Valder Arm is just like hiding right here behind the plugin. Yeah, even Japanese commentary saw it. They're like, yep, that might be the killer. All right, we're going to spin some memory here. I'm surprised he didn't just go into the Dragon mode or the Ruin mode. Too many modes in Digimon. He didn't go into the Ruin mode here. Instead, he just goes right into the Rena Tamer? Or the Rena Digimon? Alright, free evolve off the training. I get it. Another Rika Tamer here. This is why he wanted to do it. You get the memory plus the min boost as well. So you'll still get to keep turn, essentially. Wow. Wow. This gives him another token. Yeah, he should have gotten another token here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. He didn't play a option. He played a Tamer. I'm sorry. The Talmon will now give him the token from the free option play. Yep, Super Evolution. Draw one and then evolve. He's like, am I doing everything right? All right. You don't want to make a mistake on the big stage, especially when you're fighting for either a trophy or no trophy. Here we go. Here we go. 1 +1 off the Rena Tamer, +1 from the Rika, +1 from the Rika. Turn kept, by the way. Yeah, what's up, Jambo? Yeah, Kurova is a very good player, like very clean play. The guys out there in Singapore, the Unker crew, are very, very skilled. I have nothing but good things to say about those fellas. So we get our second Sakuyamon here, and I think he might just finish the turn with the Ruin mode and just do the same play as last game. Gets the pause plug-in here, and now we get 2 tokens. That pause plugin gives something -6k, and it can't use its evolve effects until the end of the opponent's turn. Great way to shut off Magna X. And now we've got 3 blockers on the field. Can he attack and then utilize the... We can attack here, I think, and utilize the Talmon inheritance effect to play down something like a scramble and then evolve it into a Ruin mode for essentially, what, 4? Oh, actually going to swing in with the blocker from last turn. Okay. Ooh. Hits the Dino Beam on, so this goes away. And yeah. Oh, he's just going to Raw Dog Evolve. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think I asked about this, and he doesn't want to give away any potential security cards, so we just wait for the OTK next turn by playing down the Shine Greymon now, rather than going offensive with the Sakuyamon we already have. Yeah, really, really, really clever play to really lock down his opponent. And yeah, if you look at Onion's hand, he's got all the pieces he needs, but it's just way too late at this point. Oh wait, does he have all the pieces? I think he's still missing a level 4. No, that's so sad. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. A repeat of round 1. No, this is the third place match for the event. Round 1 wasn't streamed, unfortunately. Yeah, if you're Onion, I don't know, man. There's got to be a second out that the deck has to fight against something like this, and I don't think that Onion's build is set up for that. Okay, yeah, he just yet again evolves into Dino Beam on for 4. And I think that's pretty much GG. There's already 5 swings on board, and knowing that Virus Imperialdramon doesn't have any crazy options, Krova's, of course, going to make sure that he sets himself up really well here, but yeah, I don't think there's much that Onion can do here. He's just kind of waiting to die. The Renamon X Antibody lets him grab the plug-in option back from the trash. We're just going to go into the Sakuya X here for a 6th swing. This has Rush, by the way. 9,000 DP Rush Digimon. We're just going to start swinging here. It makes sense. Yeah, that's a great point, Thunder. Going wide before getting into the Ruin mode was really smart. Making sure you got that extra token on board before you go into your Ruin mode. This way now, oh my god. Chaosmon Vault Arm comes out, becomes active. He gets 2 checks, gains 2 memory back. He locks down the Analog Youth. +3, +4. Oh my god. That boy has got resource. 1, 2, and now Valder Arm finishes up 2 more checks. Pop, pop. Hey, you could have been useful. Oh, so could you have been. And then, yeah, Ruin Mode finishes and seals the deal. Well done to Kurova. Expertly piloted. You could definitely tell that he knew what he needed to do. He knew what his game plan was, and he just executed. As long as he didn't brick, he was in a good spot, and he definitely didn't break. Well done. Well done. And you can't really, I guess if you didn't know them, you wouldn't know this, but I think these are the Unker guys, right in the crowd in the front. Out here to support their boys. I think Jackie was yeah, I actually skipped my first round of the Evolution Cup that was happening in order to go watch and support Kurova. Actually, I had to go back at 0-1. Yeah, there you go. Hey, that's... Oh, not this guy again. He's the worst. This guy, though, he's fantastic. I love me some Yoshi. But the other guy... God, that guy never shuts up. Did not want to fight the Imperial. I mean, he had a perfectly set up game plan. I think it's so good because being able to get to Ruin mode so early or a Velder Arm so early, like, locks down a lot of decks in the game right now. And yeah, it's just so sad that Onion's deck put him up against the same... Or he ran up into the same problem 2 times in a row where you have a different colored level 3 and egg and option card that you need to play. And so your turn 1 just gives away so much, right? You know, most cases, they can like level 3 and raising, level 4 after that, and then they can start to like play afterward. But he needed to find pieces from the deck, and he just couldn't afford to do just 2 draws. So he gave away 3 memory, like turn 1 both times. Yeah, that red-purple memory boost is about to do work. So much work. Again, well done to Onion for getting that far. Very, very talented player. I wish we had to see more of him show off what he can do. I mean, keep in mind, he got to 4th place in the World Finals, so he's definitely no pushover. But again, well done to Kurova as well. That guy I know is good, and I think he's proved it to the world at this point.